Hello students, you know one thing? We cannot create any energy or we cannot destroy the energy. So this is what law of conservation of energy says. We can neither create the energy nor destroy the energy. But we can do one thing. We can convert one form of energy into another form of energy. So the complete statement of law of conservation of energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but one form of energy can be converted into another form of energy, keeping the total energy of the system constant. So the nature is providing us energy in different forms. Some of them are written on the board. Solar energy. So this is the energy coming out from the sun. So we named it as solar energy. And this solar energy cannot be used directly because it is not at all uniform always. So we cannot get a uniform energy from the sun always. So this energy cannot be directly used for working purpose. So we always convert the solar energy in different forms like solar energy to heat energy or solar energy to electrical energy. We'll convert them by using some devices like solar cells, solar panels or solar furnaces. So this is what about solar energy. We cannot use it in direct form. This is coming from the sun. Sun is a major source of solar energy. And next one is the heat energy. Heat energy is the energy released by burning coal, oil, wood or gas. So it is an energy released. It is a sensation of hotness. Next one is light energy. We can see all the objects around us in the presence of light energy. So this is the sensation of vision. Next one is chemical energy. It is the energy possessed by the fossil fuels. Next one is hydro energy. This is the energy possessed by the flowing water. So this hydro energy means the flowing water energy is converted into different forms like they are used to turn the blades of the turbines and further they are used to rotate the armature of the generator. We'll talk about all those conversions when we are talking about the conversion of energy. So what is hydro energy means? This is the energy possessed by the flowing water. Next one is electrical energy. We know that electrical energy is nothing but the flow of electrons from higher potential to lower potential conductors. Next, nuclear energy. So this nuclear energy is the energy released during nuclear fission and fusion reactions. The geothermal energy. So geothermal energy is obtained by nuclear disintegration inside the earth. So this is stored inside the earth by nuclear disintegrations. So this energy is called as geothermal energy. Geo means earth because this is the energy stored inside the earth. We will call it as geothermal energy. Next, wind energy. This is the energy possessed by the fast moving air. Sound energy. It is a sensation of hearing. Or when we see any vibrating object, it possesses some sound energy. So energy possessed by the vibrating objects is called sound energy. Magnetic energy, energy possessed by the magnets. Magnets attract or repel sometimes. When light poles come, they repel. So that is what about magnetic energy. Mechanical energy we already discussed. Mechanical energy is energy stored in the form of kinetic energy or potential energy. It is energy possessed by the body due to its state of rest or state of motion. It is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So these are the various forms of energies what the nature is providing. So we are not creating any one of these energies, but we can convert one form of energy into another form of energy. But what is law of conservation of energy is saying? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but one form of energy can be converted into another form. So let us see some of the examples where one form of energy is converted into another form of energy. First example, when two stones are struck, the earlier man, he created the fire by striking two stones. So what is the thing? What is the energy transformation taking place here? So we are striking the stones, means we are doing some mechanical work, mechanical energy. So when striking the stones, by striking the stones, mechanical energy is converted into light energy and heat energy. Of course, sound energy also will be generated. So mechanical energy is converted into, I'll write here, mechanical energy is converted into light energy, heat energy and sound energy. Okay, so we can see one form of energy is converted into another form of energy. Next one is when hands are rubbed. Listen students, when I am rubbing my hands, it's very clear. I am doing mechanical work. So mechanical energy is converted into heat energy. Heat is generated between my hands. So what is the conversion taking place here? Mechanical energy to heat energy. Next, knife is rubbed against the grinding stone. If I want to make the knife sharp, we'll rub against the grinding stone. So as we are rubbing it, mechanical energy is converted into light energy and heat energy. So here also mechanical energy is converted into light energy and heat energy. Of course, you might be getting some sound energy also. When brakes are applied, cycle, motor cars, vehicles, whatever it is, when brakes are applied, mechanical energy is converted into heat energy. Heat is generated near the brakes. So mechanical energy to heat energy. Now, I am winding the spring of a watch. When we are winding, we are doing the mechanical work. Okay? Mechanical energy is converted into potential energy. Mechanical energy is turned into potential energy which is stored in the spring. So this mechanical energy is converted into potential energy. When the spring unwinds, means when it is coming back, the clock will rotate, right? So this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy where the needles are rotating. So this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. An arrow is stretched in a bow. You know already, we have stretched an arrow. So we are doing mechanical work. Mechanical energy is converted into potential energy of the stretched bow. Okay, we are not leaving. Okay, so mechanical energy is converted into potential energy. When I leave this arrow, when the arrow was left, it starts moving. So potential energy is again converting into kinetic energy. Now listen carefully. When I am stretching mechanical energy to potential energy, and when I am leaving the arrow, it starts moving. Potential energy to mechanical energy. So when arrow is stretched in the bow, mechanical energy to potential energy. When the arrow is left, when arrow moves, potential energy to kinetic energy. Okay. Next, water is stored in a dam. Already we just discussed a little bit about this. When water is stored in a dam, we say that there is potential energy in the water stored in the dam. And when the water is moving or released, when water is coming down from the dam, potential energy to kinetic energy. We'll see where this flowing water, kinetic energy, flowing water possesses kinetic energy, and this flowing water turns the blades of the turbines. So this turbine blades are turning, means kinetic energy is converted into rotational kinetic energy, means it was ultimately converted into mechanical energy. The blades of the turbines are rotating, which in turn rotates the armature of the generators. These turbines are connected to the generators to generate the electricity. So in dams, when water is flowing in the dams, it was ultimately converted into electricity. We know that. So potential energy to kinetic energy, flowing water, from kinetic energy to electrical energy. In between I am not writing all those things. Rotational kinetic energy, mechanical energy to be understood. So this is what happening in dams where we are generating the electricity. Of course, up to here, water stored in the dams possesses potential energy and it is released. It is converted into kinetic energy. Now when torch is switched on, we know torch lights. When they are switched on, chemical energy, the batteries, inside the batteries we are having some chemical. Electrolysis, we'll talk about that in chemistry. So there is a chemical energy which is converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy to electrical energy, and this electrical energy will help the filament of the bulb to glow. So this electrical energy will be converted into light energy and heat energy. Okay, some heat is also generated near the filament of the bulb. So when torch is switched on, chemical energy to electrical energy, and near the filament of the bulb, electrical energy is converted into light energy and heat energy. Now electromagnets, electrical energy is converted into magnetic energy. Electric motor, fans, many things. So everywhere here the electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. I am switching on the fan. So electric energy passes through the fan and the blades of the fan start rotating. So electrical energy is converting into mechanical energy. Same thing happens in the motor also. So here electric energy to mechanical energy. Microphones. So microphone means artists will be using the microphones. Okay. Here my sound is converted. Even you can see the mic. My sound is converted into electrical energy. My sound is traveling through the wires. Okay. So here my sound is converted into electrical energy. Through the wires it goes to the amplifier and then to the loudspeakers. So there this sound energy which was converted from here to the electric energy near the amplifier, from there it goes to the speaker. Now I will talk about the microphones only, where the sound energy is converted into electrical energy. And coming down to the speaker or loudspeaker, what we are talking, electrical energy means the electrical signals are again converted into sound energy. It will multiply. That is the reason the level what we are talking is very low and what we are hearing near the speakers is double or triple, because it was multiplying the sound what we are listening. So this sound energy is converted into electrical signals, and here the electrical energy is converted back to sound energy. Heaters, electric heaters, geysers, oven, all these things comes under toasters, comes under this category. Here electric energy is converted into heat energy. Generators. In generators we will bring them when some party is there in our house. So if the electric power is switched off in our house, we will start using the generators because they are generating us the electricity. So they produce the electricity. So here mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Next, photovoltaic cell or photo cells or solar cells, all this comes under this category. Light energy, photo means light, we know already about that. Light energy to electrical energy. Light energy to electrical energy. Television means our TVs. So here also we switch on to see the TV, right? So electrical energy to sound energy, light energy. Sound energy and light energy. Photosynthesis. Photo means plants will be generating the food by using the sunlight, right? So they are using the light energy and generating the food, chemical energy. So light energy is converted into chemical energy. Charging the battery. So we will switch on to charge the battery. Here also electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Respiration means we are eating the food, we are breathing in and out. So our body is maintained at a particular temperature. It means here in respiration, the photosynthesis, plants generated food from light energy to chemical energy. Food consists of some chemical energy. In respiration, we are eating that food which contains the chemical energy and transfer it to heat energy. That is the reason why our body is at a particular temperature, and by eating the food we do some work and ultimately it was converted into mechanical energy. Next, nuclear fission and fusion. Keep in mind students, we will talk about hydrogen bombs, atomic bombs. in all these bombs, these are the processes taking place: nuclear fission or nuclear fusion. So here, this nuclear energy is converted into light energy and sound energy. So nuclear energy is converted into light energy and sound energy. Okay? And last one, the cracker is exploded. We know that. So when we explode the crackers, we'll get the sound energy. So we'll just light it up. Heat energy is converted into sound energy and light energy. So here inside the cracker there will be some chemical reaction taking place. So first heat energy is converted into chemical energy and then to sound energy and light energy and heat energy. Is it clear? So like this, one form of energy is converted to another form. So we never create any energy, or we cannot destroy any form of energy. But we can transfer one form of energy to another form of energy. Total energy of the system will always remain constant. So this is what about law of conservation of energy. If you have observed, listen, let us take one example, filament of the bulb. Electrical energy is converted to light energy and heat energy. So this heat energy is something which we don't desire, we don't want it. Means the energy, electrical energy, what we are giving was not 100% transformed into the energy which we are using. Some of the energy is wasted in the form of heat energy. Listen carefully. When we are using some 100% of energy, when we are transferring from one form to another form, little part is wasted, which is not used. So this is a phenomenon. The phenomenon in which the useful form of energy is converted into useless form of energy. The phenomenon in which useful form of energy is converted into useless form of energy is called dissipation of energy. Dissipation of energy. So what is dissipation of energy? It is a phenomenon of transforming one form of energy into, means useful form of energy into useless form of energy. It's called dissipation of energy. So it's clear that nature is providing us energy in various forms. We cannot create any energy or we cannot destroy the energies, but we can transform one form of energy into another form of energy. These are the different examples. And when we are transforming, some part is converted into useless form. And this part of energy which is converted from useful to useless form is called dissipation of energy. Some versions they also call it as degradation energy. We don't use it. So heat energy is wasted to the surroundings. So this is the energy which is not useful to us. So this is what about dissipation of energy.